Okay, thought I'd just give a bit of a recap on the suspension and front end. So, yeah, you can see there that's the four into one exhaust. It's very low, so you can see my heat wrap's been worn off the bottom there from speed humps and whatnot. But you can't really see much down here. But at the front, we've just got KYB XLG shock absorbers again. The only thing I've done, I can't really see it because the wheel's in the way, but I just modified the base of the shock absorber to drop down into the knuckle as far as possible before it hits the CV boot. So it just gives you a little bit more suspension travel. The torsion bars have been indexed by a tooth. That just means you can get it a little bit lower and still keep the torsion bars captive and preload on them, so it rides well still. It's not much lower than standard, hey. So it's just got the torsion bars are a mil or two bigger than the Aussie ones, so they are a bit stiffer from the factory. I think that's just because they got a heavier motor. So a little bit lower in the front and only a tiny little bit lower in the back with the cut Integra springs. I don't even, it's hardly even lowered, so I haven't even got an adjustable panhard rod, just don't need it. Because, yeah, it's not really that lowered. The other things with engine swap is the axles. So the EAT axles actually work okay with the lengthwise for the swap. I've just used the B16 intermediate shaft, and I've just swapped the cup that runs on the intermediate shaft with what it was on. So I think it was male and now it's female, or vice versa. Anyway, it all fits up quite fine. Got enough travel on the axles. The lower control arms in this car, I think they must have been replaced with Integra ones at some stage. They are a little bit longer, so you get a little bit more negative camber, and that probably also helps the axles to fit a little bit better. So that's it for axles. Standard front sway bar, that's bigger than an Aussie one as well, bigger than an Integra. So the torsion bars are bigger than an Aussie Integra or Civic for that matter. And same with the front sway bar. So handling wise, this car is pretty standard, but it's a light car. It still gets around corners pretty well. It's got some fog lights mounted on. Got a bar I've mounted behind the grille that sort of pokes out, and they mount to that. So that's it for the fog lights. I think different headlights, maybe different grille. I don't really know. All right, that's about it.